Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine, and it's Aminu in at the 3 spot. And for Minnesota, we've got Johnson. Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Culver, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Now here is Augustine. Pass to Gordon. Back to Augustine. Nice D from Russell. And Doris, you're right. Over the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound. That can wear you out physically and mentally.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Clock at 4. Ross. Here's Vucevic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Towns. There's the dish to Culver. Augustine with the steal. Pass to Gordon. And another shot. That one, no good. Great tee that time from Johnson.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Here's Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
And so here's Orlando. Lets a floater go, and he recovers it. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Augustine.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Beasley, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. 6 on the shot clock, out to the wing. Russell with a wide open look, buries it from 3-point range.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Augustine against Russell. Now Aminu. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here is Russell. He had 16 points in the win against Chicago. Towns, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No good from Ross.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here are the Magic now. After the basket by Minnesota. Vucevic dishes to Augustine. Aminu, no one around him. That three off the mark. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this, Greg. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Here is Russell. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Easily up top. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Russell, no luck. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
Yeah, and so fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be like. Now, Ross, following the three-point attempt by Jarrett Culver. Ross, that's good.
When the mid-range is working for Terrence Ross, he's going to create problems. It's just a matter of can he do it consistently, Kev.
Now, here is Russell. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Russell's got 5 now.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And the first one drops.
Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
And Towns drops them both. And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
Now, here is Russell. After the miss from Vucevic.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Augustine against Russell. Johnson, the pass to Culver. Johnson outside. Russell from long range. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. That's now 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Orlando trailing here. Augustine looking around. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Orlando has possession. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought, Greg, they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
A rebound by the Timberwolves. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Layman's checked in. The Magic also changing it up. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Aminu. Fournier comes in for Ross. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's good for 2. And that's 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
So both teams changing it up here. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, Karl Anthony Towns.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. Isaac finds Fournier. Inside, shot clock at 6. That one good for 2. And you know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell. He's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
And Doris, last season, rookie Josh Okogie ended up contributing more than the franchise thought he would.
Yeah, he was terrific as a 3-and-D player for the Wolves. This guy could end up being the steal of the draft, sort of in that Robert Covington mold.
For Minnesota, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That free throw missing. Doris, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They're thrilling. I would agree. Here's Fultz after the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Bamba. And the pass to Fournier. Kicked away. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Lehman gets the bucket. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Fultz. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Birch. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 19-6 run. Passes it to Lehman. Towns against Bamba. Knocked away. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Here's Fournier, and again it's Orlando converting.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Pass to Towns. 1:49 left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Bamba. And here's Fultz. Over in the corner, Isaac. Gomez with the ball. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
First free throw is good.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's a Kogi, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And Orlando has possession. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Fultz kicks to Fournier. To the inside. Birch. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Birch has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, there's a craftiness that is required in this instance, and Fournier makes the right pass.
Pass to Okogie. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. Lehman gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Magic trail by 12. Now here's Fournier. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami.
I thought his physicality was crucial too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Orlando shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
And he sinks the second. Minnesota leading by 11. The pass to Lehman. Here's Okogie. Launches it. No good on the last second attempt there. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Timberwolves lead by 11. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day and never take no days for granted.
His coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Fournier out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Bamba, and it's Birch in at the 4. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December, and then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. So it's Minnesota now, following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Spellman the pass to Okogie. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
A floater. Fournier's shot is off.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Okogie misses. The Magic trail by 15. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Now, here's Fournier. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Spellman the pass to Layman. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 13. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Passes it to Birch. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Culver. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10" frame to send it back.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Now, here's Culver. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Here's Augustine, trailing by 13. They get it back. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is about the stellar interior game of Nikola Vucevic. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Pass to Spellman. Russell with it. Over to the wing. Here's Layman. Another miss by Minnesota. The Magic trail by 11. Augustine in the corner. Here's the three. Spellman with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Culver dishes to Russell. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Russell looking around. Passes it to Layman. Shoots over Fournier. The shot by Layman, no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
To the wing on the left. Deep 2 from Russell. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Orlando's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Gordon from outside the arc. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, burying that jumper on a more consistent basis. Aaron Gordon superb at realizing when to pull the trigger.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 12. Hernan Gomez passes to Spellman. Here's Layman. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Here's Layman. He's covered by Isaac. Here's Culver. Off target with his 3. The Magic trail by 8. Lets it go from 14.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
You think about the Timberwolves, the one thing that seems elusive for this organization has been consistency. They have had the talent. They've had good coaching. The problem is they haven't yet put those two areas together.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Johnson comes in for Jake Lehman. And it's Beasley in for Culver. And the Wolves, Doris, one of only 11 franchises to have never won a championship. In fact, they've made the Western Conference Finals only once.
I think one of their challenges, at least in this latest run, has been they're competing with a very young core. And certainly you have added veterans to the group. The problem is the core guys have to understand how to step up when it's winning time. What we understand is playoff performance is most important.
Here's Towns after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic.
On the catch and shoot, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Russell against Augustine. The pass to Ross. Fires for three. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 12. Hernan Gomez against Gordon. Towns trying to get open. Johnson's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Now Russell. Left side, Towns. Johnson, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Over Gordon. Here's Towns. Second chance shot.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Towns. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. He's putting up about 21 points per, and not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Well, I love it. Drivers think they see a crease to the lane and go for it, and eventually he shuts the door.
And the first one drops. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. The Magic need to get a shot off here. No good from Ross. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Beasley. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Beasley comes with a double team. Ross passes to Vucevic. Dishes to Aminu. Augustine against Towns. Augustine, no luck.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here is Augustine after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Here's Gordon. The shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Beasley finds Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. The Magic trail by 11. Knocks it loose. Here's Russell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
The Timberwolves shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And the first one at the line is good.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Fulton for Augustine. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
So the term unicorn has arisen for shot blockers who can also space the floor. Mo Bamba on that list, guys.
And here's Russell, 13 points in the game. Beasley outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Beasley. Outside Russell. Rocket 6. Towns kicks to Johnson. And stolen by Gordon. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Trailing by 10. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Johnson. Right side Gordon. Towns knocks it away.
Cooling off a bit after a nice first quarter.
Russell against Aminu. Fultz. It doesn't go for him. Minnesota leading by 10. Johnson at the elbow. Aminu grabs the miss. And coming in, Mo Bamba comparing his game to that of Joel Embiid's. Doris, you see that?
Well, I've heard others mention Rudy Gobert with a three-point shot, and that might be a closer comparison. We're going to have to watch and see what Mo Bamba hangs his hat on both the offensive and defensive end. Comparison's a bit early at this point.
You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Third is Karl Anthony Towns.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns, a player who took a little bit of time adjusting from the college game at Kentucky to the NBA game, especially, Doris, on the defensive end.
I do think you have to appreciate over the last several seasons Karl Anthony Towns' commitment to becoming a better defender. Listen, he has the length to not only block shots, but to alter shots, and you just want him to have consistent effort on that end. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Okogie's misses.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
It's good. Birch has got 6.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Russell with it. 13 points in the game. Left side, Towns. Stolen by Bamba. And here again, the Magic in transition. Up the court they go. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
This guy has a variety of moves at his disposal. And off the pull-up jumper, Markelle Fultz mixing up the defensive player right there. Nice.
Russell left side. Here's a Kogi. A reverse. Misses at the rim. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top. They're up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
Shaq, what'd you think about Orlando?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Timberwolves leading by 5. We've got Colton. James Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Johnson. Almost, but it rolls out.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, Towns showing himself to be a willing facilitator. If you're open, he's going to find you.
The Magic trail by 7. Now here is Augustine. Pass to Ross. Fires the 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And then Culver with the dunk.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Bounce pass from Augustine. Ross on the wing. Over Beasley. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
It's good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Augustine passes to Aminu. Gordon against Johnson. Right at the free throw line, and it's Gordon missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
No good from Beasley. There's the call on James Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. The Magic trail by 8. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Vucevic.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And it's Russell in the corner. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Beasley. Shoots over Vucevic. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Ross, that's good.
Things coming very easily right now for Terrence Ross. He's played with all the swag you could ask for.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Beasley outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Isaac's checked in for Aminu. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Ross. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. Now here's Beasley, following the miss by Evan Fournier. A nice shot by Culver.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Magic trail by 9. Outside Fournier. And there's the pass to Vucevic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
The first one falls. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Layman, he's checked in for Beasley. Good on both.
We know this about Nikola Vucevic. He's a high percentage finisher. To me, the next steps, right? Improve your defense, be more consistent with range, and if he does that, he's golden.
Here's Spellman. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over to the left wing. To the middle, Isaac with the steal. And here comes Augustine, leading the fast break. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing the Rockets in Houston. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Minnesota on D. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shot clock at 6. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Now Culver, 10 points for him. Offside, Towns. Out to the right wing. Here's Culver. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And that's 12 points for Jarrett Culver.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The Magic trail by 7. Here's Augustine. Passes to Gordon. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Pass to Layman. Towns against Vucevic. Towns is double. Clock at 6. Here's Culver. Towns trying to get open. Culver's shot is off. The Magic have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Lob pass to Gordon. It's stolen. And now Minnesota on the fast break, and it's good. 2 points. He's got 6.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And here's Augustine. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. He kicks it to Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night. And stolen by Gordon.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
So for the Magic, Hamid Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Khem Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. And it's the Magic with the ball. 7-point differential. Outside Fournier. Over Culver. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 9.
You've got to be able to manipulate the defense in pick and roll. Fournier, nice job there.
The pass to Culver. Passes it to Towns. Shoots over Bamba. Bamba with the block. Fultz with the ball. He's got 6. Birch. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Fournier passes to Fultz. Another shot, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
Well, you love that Markelle Fultz has the ability to draw the defense's hand and get himself to the foul line. Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
And he knocks down the first one. And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, think back to the 2017 draft, guys. Some were surprised to see Markelle Fultz be the first pick. And when you think back on that draft, there's certainly a lot of what-ifs.
Now here's Fournier. 9 points in the game so far. "11 feet away, and that one goes long."
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And there's the feed to Bamba. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Guarded by Fultz. Kicks to Towns. Now here's Culver. Guarded closer. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. They get the rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Now here's Isaac. Following the miss by Jared Culver.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pass to Layman, 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Bamba with the block. And he gets it back. Towns, no luck.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
The Magic have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So for the Magic, Aminu comes in for Isaac, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Fournier. And he makes both free throws. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Russell. Pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Hernan Gomez. Nails the baby hook. Hernan Gomez has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. And Aminu kicks to Fultz. The pass to Birch. Clock at 6. Ross dishes to Bamba. From deep three-point range, Fultz no good.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Now here's Ross, following the miss by Jared Culver. Here's Birch. Hernan Gomez covering. The shot by Birch, no good. .104 left in the third. And that one's good. Towns.
Well, so effective with that jump shot. Karl Anthony Towns is a problem on the offensive end.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Ross. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And here we go. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got his third bucket of the night.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Gotta time up that clock to do so.
Here's Fultz. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got 7 points.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
For Orlando, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That free throw good from Ross.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And both free throws good for Ross.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Russell against Fournier. Russell left side. Culver passes to Towns. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands. Show your hands. Don't foul.
Moments ago, Steve Clifford talking about defensive technique. Doesn't want to give up 3 points at the charity line.
And by focusing in on the smallest thing, his guys know how serious he is. One of the better defensive coaches in our league.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Terrence Ross is out there with Evan Fournier. And there's Mohamed Bamba. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Birch in at the 4 slot. On the free throw, no good. Minnesota in the lead. To the inside, deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Towns.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
That's tipped. Passes it to Culver. Back to Johnson. The shot's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Fournier passes to Bamba. There's the dish to Aminu. Pass to Ross. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Culver. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Aminu's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bamba wide open, and he fires. The Magic again can't hit.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And Russell gets it to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Johnson with the dunk.
An impressive all-around player. Culver passes the ball well for a guy at that position.
The Magic trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
So for the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Ross. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had the chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. We'll see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Culver, following the basket by Evan Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Johnson. Over Gordon, and it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Culver. That's 12 points for Johnson.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Fournier, and that one drops. Fournier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Russell kicks to Johnson. Pass to Culver. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Fournier. Offensive rebound. Vucevic, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, I love watching Vucevic get after it on the glass. The tenacity it takes, impressive.
7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside doors, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now, make no mistake.
And Vucevic, no good on that one. Minnesota leading by 4. Now Culver. Now the pass to Beasley. Johnson outside. And at the top of the key, Towns. That one good for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
There's such confidence and belief and faith in his offensive arsenal, but Karl Anthony Towns makes it look easy on that end.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's Russell with the drive. And that one, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Augustine. Passes to Fournier. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Now here's Towns. Beasley for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Aminu's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Fournier gets a wide open look. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This guy's so polished inside. Nikola Vucevic, great at being assertive and earning these fouls.
First one falls for him. Layman, he's checked in for Culver. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Russell. Down low. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Vucevic. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you love the aggressiveness D'Angelo Russell plays with. This guy basically dares the defense. Make a play on me here.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Russell. And so Russell hits them both. The Magic trail by 6. Beasley with the steal. He's all alone by himself, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Now here's Fournier. Bucket is good. Fournier's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Layman for the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Outside Fournier. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Towns with the steal. Beasley against Augustine. And it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
Augustine, that's good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Augustine against Russell. He kicks to Beasley. Right side Towns. Shoots over Vucevic. Towns, no luck. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Fournier. Yep, that one goes. Fournier's got 21.
Well, solid at recognizing when to attack on the interior. Fournier staying aggressive.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Towns is doubled. Beasley for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 6 assists here tonight.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The Magic trail by 5. Here's Fournier, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Johnson.
Okay, flashing some impressive instincts. Evan Fournier knowing when to attack and draw the foul.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. And Minnesota has possession. 3-point lead. Russell passes to Towns, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Vucevic.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Magic trail by 5. And here's Augustine. Pass to Gordon. This is to Fournier. Shoots from 12. Here's Vucevic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Vucevic has got 10 points in just the second half. Russell against Augustine. From about 19 feet, Towns, no luck.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Johnson, the pass to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
The big cat climbs up and flushes it home.
The Magic trail by 5. And there's the call on Jake Layman. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Augustine. Both free throws good from Augustine.
And guys, what you love about DJ Augustine is the leadership he provides to the young guys. They'll lean on him for advice, for knowledge, for sets. This guy is just a key cog.
Now here's Towns. Here's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
First free throw is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Culver's checked in. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. Two free throws for Aminu. Here's Russell. To Culver. Johnson surveying the floor. Shoots from 8, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Augustine with it. Pass to Ross. Back to Augustine. Towns with the defensive effort.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Beasley dishes to Russell. Kicks it to Johnson. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 8 rebounds in this game. Feeds it to Ross. And that one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And then Culver with the dunk.
And how about the young fella, Culver, showing some poise there. This is why his team goes to him in these situations, not afraid of the moment.
Augustine against Russell. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Inside, it's stolen by Aminu. They're running. Ross with it. He's picked up by Russell. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Ross.
Boy, you talk about killer instinct from Terrence Ross. What a huge bucket.
Russell kicks to Culver. And the pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, does he have the clutch gene? D'Angelo Russell says, yes, sir, I do.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw good, Russell.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Now here is Augustine. 51 seconds left in the game. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
Beasley kicks to Russell. Back to Beasley. Kicks it out to Johnson. Passes it to Culver. Shoots the 3. And again with the rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. .26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Augustine no luck. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Crabbe. Carter Williams covering. And so Minnesota takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.